Legendary actor, producer, director, and author Kirk Douglas has died. He was 103 years old. He was Hollywood royalty, and few can match his amazing career spanning more than 5 decades. Stephanie Elam looks back at his body of work.
Before Kirk Douglas became a big star, he was Ishur Danilovich Dymsky, born to Russian immigrant parents in 1916. Douglas headed to Hollywood after serving in the Navy during World War II. Caricaturists focused on the famous cleft chin, but beyond that, he was distinctive for the way he tore into each part with almost animal ferocity. After his breakthrough role in 1949's Champion came a slew of memorable parts. The ambitious Hollywood producer in The Bad and the Beautiful, the rebellious soldier in Stanley Kubrick's Paths of Glory, the sailor in Disney's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, artist Vincent van Gogh in Lust for Life, and perhaps his biggest one, Spartacus.
I'm Spartacus! I'm Spartacus!
Douglas produced the historical epic and hired Dalton Trumbo to write it. Dalton was one of the 10 Hollywood figures who were blacklisted for 13 years for refusing to disavow communism at a congressional hearing. Douglas felt breaking the blacklist was his proudest moment.
The studios would not mind using a blacklisted writer as long as they didn't have to look at him, as long as he didn't come into the studio, and as long as he never used his name. And that was such hypocrisy that it enraged me, and I decided to hell with it. I'm producing Spartacus, and I'm going to use Dalton Trumbo's name.
Douglas performed in more than 80 films, produced almost 30, and directed 2. His son Michael followed him into the business and became an A-list star himself.
I think that he kind of personifies the individual at the time of the big studios, the man who stood alone.
In 1991, he survived a helicopter crash in which 2 people were killed. 5 years later, he suffered a debilitating stroke that affected his speech and left him contemplating suicide. The 3-time Academy Award nominee was finally recognized by the Academy in 1996 with an honorary award for his half-century of accomplishments in the motion picture industry. In his later years, Douglas wrote a number of successful books, including his memoirs, and still did some occasional acting, appearing in a one-man stage show and starring with son Michael in the 2003 film It Runs in the Family. Whether on-screen or off, professional accolades or personal challenges, Kirk Douglas approached life in a simple yet powerful way.
And that brings us to our question of the day. What was your favorite Kirk Douglas movie? Comment on our Facebook page, and we'll share some of your comments on our KHON2 News at 7 on KHI.
Definitely.